Mrs. Reedy, the aides, and I spent all of last year creating a genre-organized library. What this means is that we took all of our books and we've organized them by type of book. So what this means for you is, if you love fiction, you will look for books that have labels at the very bottom of the spine. If you love realistic fiction, you'll look for a green and white striped label. If you're more of a scary fan or horror fan, you'll look for the black label. But if you're more of a romance type person, then you'll look for a pink label. There are genre guides all over the library to help you find the type of books you like to read. We've also added additional labels to the books to help you while you're browsing. A QR code label will tell you that there's a QR code in the book for you to scan with an iPad for more information. Verse novel or short story labels tell you the type of book that you're looking at. And finally, if you see number labels on the spine of a book, it tells you that that book is part of a series, and it'll tell you the order that book is in the series. Nonfiction books are labeled at the top of the spine, and notice that they have picture labels instead of a solid or stripe color label. We've also added additional information to the spine label at the very bottom. Notice that you can find nonfiction sports books, but within the nonfiction sports books, we have what are called buckets or subcategories for basketball, football. Same thing for war. Inside our war section, we've got a Vietnam, World War I, World War II section to help you find nonfiction books more easily. Searching for books in Destiny is going to look a little bit different than you might be used to. If you're looking for fiction, the genre will be listed first. So let's look for Divergent, which is going to be found in science fiction. So it says sci-fi, the F tells you it's fiction, and then the first three letters of the author's last name are listed just like before. When you're looking for nonfiction, it's going to tell you the genre, but then what you'll see is the call number, just like you would have seen before with Dewey Decimal, and then the first three letters of the author's last name. The last change you might notice is for biographies. So biographies, it will tell you the type of biography it might be. In this case, it's under pop culture. The B tells you it's a biography, and then the first three letters of the subject's last name are listed. If you'd prefer, you can skip Destiny altogether and browse our library by the neighborhood genres. We've tried to put up posters in each of the neighborhoods to help you understand what type of books are together in that area. What you might notice is by our fantasy section, there are Lord of the Rings posters, but then there's also a word cloud that lists the different type of books that are there. There are fairy tales, supernatural, scary books are all within our fantasy. In crime, you'll find adventure and mystery fiction, and then crime books that are nonfiction about real-life spies and thieves. In our sports section, you'll find sports biographies, sports nonfiction, and sports fiction. And entertainment is where we're keeping our magazines, our graphic novels, and pop culture biographies for you to enjoy.